cellophane off the box and just ran. Pointless unboxing, pointless unboxing. Pointless unboxing, pointless unboxing. Bye.
Hello, welcome to the video. There's no film here yet and I'm not going to waste too much of your time. I do really appreciate you tuning in and I'd love it if you actually subscribe to the channel. Maybe give me a little like, tell a friend about it. You could even give me a comment which I will 100% get back to. Anyway, no more time wasting from me to him. Bye. Hello, we have a very special one today. We have Tron and Tron Legacy, the final release of the 4K and Steelbooks, which is pretty damn good. I've been waiting for these for a while to be released in 4K. I know that the original Tron for me was a very special, very nostalgic, a very important part of my childhood. Growing up with this, I was a bit of a computer games freak and was very, very early on into the Atari and the Commodore 64 and so on. So this was right up my alley when it came out. Absolutely loved the film. I know it wasn't particularly well received and critically and so on, and some people consider it to be dated, but I do not. I disagree, but we won't get into that, otherwise the video will be 3 times in length. So let's just say I like it very, very much. And then of course we have the sequel that came out, well, it must be about 10 years ago now, something like that, Tron Legacy, which again at the time wasn't particularly well received, but I think now has actually got a little bit more of a cult following and people seem to appreciate it. I absolutely love this as a sequel. I thought it actually went even beyond what the original one did, and also has one of, if not the best soundtrack I have ever heard for a movie made by Daft Punk, who I have never liked one of their albums before they made this soundtrack, and I've never liked an album after the soundtrack, but the actual soundtrack to this, oh my god, I've listened to that so many times. It's spectacular, and so is the film, in my opinion, and these steelbooks look rather good. Let's have a look and see what they have in the way of special features. Now obviously they're 4K, so the 4K should be region 3 everywhere. So have the Blu-rays with them as well, which will be region 2, I would imagine. Now in the way of special features, we have photo trology, join the director of the original production photos and intimate stories, the Tron phenomena, explore Tron's impact on pop culture, the making of Tron, deleted scenes, audio commentary, and much, much more. I don't think there's anything new there from the previous release. I actually own, and now I'm saying it, I'm going to have to go and show you because it's rather ridiculous, but I actually owned a special box set that came out that had the previous big releases in them. Hold on one second, and by the magic of editing, I will show you. Okay, so this is it. It's quite the beast. This is the Cube, which came out with a 3D version. I'm not entirely sure it was. I think it was just a Blu-ray version of both the films housed in this thing. It's made out of cardboard, but it's quite nice. A little glimmer on it. And this was one of a certain amount. I believe it says on the bottom, in fact, how many there were. There you go. 428 of 1,000 I have there. You cannot get this online anymore. You might be able to find someone on eBay with it, but it is very, very rare now. And it came with the 2 films, which I previously sold because I'm going to replace them with these 2. But it also came with that soundtrack we were talking about. Some art cards from the film, and soundtrack, and graphic novel, which is the in-between part, the interim between Tron and Tron Legacy and the rise of the Flynn evil character within the film, if you've seen the film, which I kept. What I thought was quite amusing was when it was sent to me, someone thought they needed to write my number down, a little bit of card, and just threw it in the box. It was quite interesting. But there you go. Anyway, back to what you came here for. Tron Legacy. Let's have a look at the special features on that. Let's see what we have. We have the next day, Flynn lives revealed. Discover what happens after the movie ends. Special look, the Tron Uprising. The Disney XD animated series. I've not seen that yet, but I do intend to watch it at some point. I'm guessing it's made more for children, but I'll give it a little look. Music video, D-Resed, written and produced and performed by Daft Punk. Launching a legacy, uncover the writers and filmmakers created the amazing story. Disc Roars, director Joseph Kosinski rallies the fans of Comic-Con. Visualizing Tron, see the filmmakers bring the world inside the grid to life. Installed in the cast, the stars discuss the unique Tron experience. So there's a lot there. And just to show a little bit more of my fandom, one more funny thing I can show you, just to put my nerd on full display. This is a very odd thing I got when this film came out. Hold on, one moment. Yes, I also have this model of Flynn that came out around the time. It's just a random purchase when I was out one day. I saw it reduced in some store in Norwich and went, oh, what the hell? Picked up. And this is the unique thing that it does.
We gotta work together. It's the only way.
Quite amusing. Now, you want to get even more
Am I on the grid?
into the depth of Tron. I don't know if anyone remembers the Tommy Tron video game, handheld. You kind of looked through it in a viewfinder style. One was a racing car one where you were shooting things out of the sky, which were very much influenced by Tron. I can't remember the last one. It might have been a motorcycle one or it might have been a boat one. But I still have mine from when I was 8 years old. But I'm not going to get that and show you because that one's rather delicate and it's away somewhere safe. Shall I get on with the bloody video? Yes, I shall. Right, here we go. Let's have a little look at Tron and see how they've done with this steelbook. Now, I think this may have picked up a little bit more steam these days, a little bit more respect. That's a beautiful steelbook. I really like the spot glossing on it, and I really like the fact that there's no writing on that at all. That really does make a difference. That is really, really nice. I don't know if you can see that little shine there on the ring, but yeah, that's superb. And then the back, and again, other than that tiny little bit there, well done. That is one of the best steelbooks I have seen, and you can see the spot gloss in there on the lines and on the suit, and that is beautiful. Really, really impressed with that. They've done a great job. Absolutely phenomenal job there. Yeah, brilliant. Snap them up while you can, because I've got a feeling these are going to go out of stock real fast. And then they're going to get put up ridiculous prices. You want to get scalped on eBay. Act now, if they're still about. And there's the inside. And you've got your Blu-ray and you've got your 4K. Now let's see if I've done a nicer job as I have with the previous one. I'm very impressed with that. Like the fact that I haven't even put the sticky on there. It's just got a nice little bit of cardboard, just slips off. No need to take all the sticky business off. Sticky business. Oh, I'm noticing something. I'm not liking that. Is that a knock? Is that just where the curve is? Oh, I thought there was a little knock there, but it's not. It's just where the curve is. Ooh, that would have been very saddening. I believe this one on Amazon, for some strange reason, they'd already put the price up. But I don't know if that's an error and it's going to go back down again. But last time I looked, it was £47.21. When originally I pre-ordered, it was £34.99. So I'm not sure. Again, the same style on the ring with the spot gloss in there. That nice shine. Very good. Beautiful. And in the back. Oh yeah, you can see it on the front. That is really, really nice. That is a great effect. Really makes a difference when you take the writing off and the credits and all the names and all of that nonsense. That really makes a difference. Please, other companies, follow. We do not want the names. We do not want the credits. We do not want the company emblem. Leave it alone. Let's have more of this. This is what should be. Right, on the inside, a nice little pic from the movie. Fantastic. Very good. And again, Blu-ray and 4K. I think before we go, we'll just ask Flynn what he thinks. Flynn, what did you think, mate? There you go. Well, I'd say fairer than that. Bye.